not sure this is doing him any good.
Hello guys, this is Toto Hammer. This is my first F1 weekend prediction, and you can see the live timings on the top of what's going on now. This is practice 3. This is going to be like a live watch along. Yeah, practice 3, it's 4 minutes to go until practice 3 finishes. Qualifying's on soon. And in my opinion, I think this is going to get called off because, like, as I'm seeing now, that everybody's just slipping everywhere. They're crashing into each other, they're slipping. They've washed the track again, so it's going to be worse grip levels. And yeah, Verstappen, Leclerc, Albon, anybody can get pole. It's not like Hamilton's going to get pole here, it's like anybody can get pole because that's slippy. And the tarmac is slippier as well, so yeah. Fiat just said we'll have more grip on the ice. Yeah, it's so low grip out there. Yeah, it still stands the same. Verstappen, Leclerc, Albon, Ocon, Norris. That's the top 5. Vettel's in 6. Yeah, 3 minutes to go now. Hamilton hasn't set a time yet, so if he's going to set a time this lap, let's see what he gets. His teammate Bottas is up in 8th place. Well, it's practice, isn't it? So it doesn't really mean nothing. Yeah, Verstappen's time is a 1:48.4. Leclerc's time is a 1:49.4. And Albon's time is 1:50.0. So yeah. Yeah, Hamilton's completed 54 laps in total. Practice 3.
The rain to abate a little bit.
We need it to ease.
Because I'm just wondering.
This won't be qualifying.
No. Well, the thing is, this is not Styria Grand Prix.
Yeah, still the same standings.
That was absolutely torrential.
Yeah.
I still think that there were people building an ark outside the track. It was biblical, the rain that day. But different track surface once again, and different temperatures. It was a much warmer day in Austria, much warmer track surface. I'm not sure
everybody's
they would
slipping
go out
today.
and qualify on this. I'm not sure that race control would allow it because
on this track, they keep on watching the track. That's what's making it worse. We're watching the track and the tarmac levels are getting worse.
And a disrupted session, and I'm not sure that they would want to start it as it is at the moment.
I would totally agree. I don't think they should start it if the conditions are like this.
Ted, to you.
Yeah, so it has got worse since I said it
has got worse actually.
It's getting better.
It's gotten worse. 1 minute to go. I think they're going to call it off, in my opinion.
It has intensified, as the engineers would say, and it has got much worse. But it does look like I'm still eyeing the weather radar across the pit lane from the Red Bull pit wall, and it does look like this massive splodge of rain is going to clear within the next sort of half hour. So that it will be better, should be better.
Yeah, I think the standards are going to stay the same, and no one's going to pull out a lap.
Hope we can actually get the session going. But yeah,
the back.
It was worth going out on track.
Yeah,
I suppose, but,
what's going on now?
To quote Harry Enfield,
it's just everybody just slipping. There's no one pulling out of time.
You do not want to do that.
You don't. I don't believe you wanted to do that.
Raikkonen has 63 laps led on this track, more than any current F1 driver.
TV series you're watching at the moment, you know, anything box sets? He said, no, but I am watching reruns of Harry Enfield.
Fantastic.
Only me.
You get him onto Alan Partridge as well. Yeah. I get the feeling.
Yeah, Kimi's out on his own on the track.
He gets on with you, Partridge will be
just
right
doing a slow lap.
Ted,
really slowly.
Aficionado.
He certainly is.
Yeah, he's out on his own. No, everybody else is in the pit lane.
Sure not. That's
just Raikkonen's out there, just doing a few laps.
I love it. Lewis Hamilton's last lap, by the way, it was a 2 minutes 37. Kimi Raikkonen's was a 2 minute 20. This is going to be a little bit longer.
I think he's going to come into the pit lane. No, he might be doing a lap.
I don't know if he's just going for a little.
Look at that tarmac, guys. It's so, the tarmac's so wet.
Takes the checkered flag.
So slippy.
Hey, look, I'm here. I'm quite okay with this. Yeah, we can go and do qualifying, but you would you really want qualifying like this, where they're just tiptoeing around?
This is not a test. This is not racing. this is ridiculous in many respects. You know, we know that those wet conditions you were saying that happened in Austria were very, very bad, but at least you had a grip level there. You could at least have a bit of a go at it, where now you're just, you're literally, like the drivers are saying, you are driving on ice, but you have no real control of what's going to happen. Aquaplaning, we've already sort of seen these.
Yeah, Hamilton just said there's no grip
much
on this
tarmac.
tarmac.
Into qualifying, trying to do the fastest lap they possibly can, and there is absolutely
Yeah,
no chance, I
Stroll's
think,
car just all covered up. All the cars are covered up
at all.
in the garages.
Representative happened in these conditions, so far. Shame. Real shame.
This is Daniel
Jesus.
Kvyat.
It's also raining as
We
well,
love to
which
see
makes the grip
the
level
drivers
so
being
much worse.
challenged, but sometimes it can go over the edge of even what these drivers are able to achieve.
Yeah, well, look, that's gone over that edge.
Man, you should have seen that one.
Yeah, Fiat is a replay on my screen. It says Fiat just
like ice driving. I had this
he was going into the pit lane and he just slipped. Yeah.
He's not driven here before. He's not been on the sim around Istanbul Park, but at least he's got experience of ice driving.
Yeah.
And that might be just what you need today for Daniel Kvyat. Hamilton didn't do a time. He wasn't the only one. Latifi and Russell.
Yeah, Hamilton never set a time
as well. But
so
yeah, we want the best.
there's no
drivers
point
in the
setting
world
a
to
time
get out there
really.
and show
Anybody
us
can
what
get
they
pole.
do. At the moment, given the wetness
Anybody can get
on
pole
that
in this track now.
given the temperatures,
Jesus,
and
that
the fact
tarmac
there
is
just no
looking
grip,
wet.
I'm not sure they could
It's
even
looking wet
show
now.
us what they could do. But if you want to see,
Practice 3 finished now.
2 minutes 50 seconds.
Fastest is Max Verstappen with a 1:48.4. Second is Charles Leclerc with a 1:48.94. And third is Alex Albon with a 1:50.0. Fourth is Esteban Ocon. Fifth is Lando Norris. Sixth is Sebastian Vettel. Seventh is Sergio Perez. And eighth is Valtteri Bottas. Ninth is Kevin Magnussen. 10th is Lance Stroll. 11th is Daniel Ricciardo. 12th is Carlos Sainz. 13th is Antonio Giovinazzi. 14th is Pierre Gasly. 15th is Romain Grosjean. 16th is Kimi Raikkonen. 17th is Daniel Kvyat. 18th is George Russell with no time set. 19th is Nicholas Latifi with no time set. And sits at the back of the pack is Lewis Hamilton with no time set. Yeah, that was the end of practice 3. Qualifying will be on later. So, yeah, here's the live timings of what's going on now. Yeah, nothing so far. I've been watching practice. All they've been doing is crashing into each other, slipping. It's not been it's been a horrible track so far. But let's see how it is in the qualifying. Like I said in the start of the video stream, I think it's going to be called off. That's my opinion. That tarmac looks like it's been a flood there. It's heavy raining. Just stop watching the track. When it comes to the races, just stop watching the track. Because watching the track is just making it worse.
Making it a fascinating qualifying and it being a complete lottery. Right now, I mean, you're thinking if it continues like this, it might be a red flag. But if it eases off, then game on.
Yeah, I really hope this eases off in the next 20 minutes or so. Then we'll have an hour and a half of no rain, basically a wet track but no rain. If it keeps going like this, we haven't got any support races, Simon, this weekend, as we mentioned before. That's the problem. You haven't got people clearing the track. This water is just going to sit on the track and create the puddles.
Yeah, it's just going to create the puddles.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Everybody just been slipping, slipping.
This is right at the end of the session. On a set of wet tyres, you can see a bit of a groove from where other people have been running around down the straight. But when we get to the corner, look at that. It's just no groove at all, no grip. I mean, unbelievable amounts of lock here. As he climbs up the hill towards turn 8.
You can't even go full throttle. When it was practice 1 and 2 yesterday, it wasn't raining, but the tarmac levels are so the grip was low. Yeah, the grip was really low. You couldn't even go full throttle on the straight. So, you know, this service is really bad.
think you're right. We need a happy balance of
Yeah.
wet and entertaining, but not a situation where they're just having to be so timid with the way they drive their cars around the track, because this doesn't look it doesn't look challenging, does it? It just looks like they're hanging on.
Yeah, but you put yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're not actually like driving the car. They're trying to hang on to the car.
And match Michael Schumacher.
They're trying to hang on to it before the slip.
The
They're not actually like doing it smoothly.
Or you're anybody apart from Mercedes. You're thinking represents a better chance than anything in the dry, don't you?
I agree with that, as long as we get a session. My concern is that we're going to get so much water in this intervening 2-hour period.
Yeah, so much water. It's going to be hard to drive.
As long as we get a session and we get the 20 cars on
track. They're literally hanging on to go into the pit lane. They can't even go into the pit lane. They can, but it's a struggle.
What we so often hear, and from people on Twitter and social media,
that heavy rains
saying,
just made it worse.
The 20 best drivers in the world. It's just a little bit of rain. I think. Did you get the point?
Little bit of rain.
That if there's cars going in a straight line and they're flying off the track, that's when that's where the crossover point is.
The danger is aquaplaning.
It's going to affect them.
Formula 1 car is only 40 millimeters off the ground. When it's static, when it's out on the track, the ground, it's buried in the ground. It's 4 millimeters sometimes. And therefore, if you've got that much water, the drivers have no control. The water gets under it, it's just a sailboat sailing off. And you can't risk that. Then you're risking people's lives, you're risking injuries, and maybe worse. So therefore, I think, it's really important that we have a safe session first. That's the priority.
Yeah, safe session. That's what I need, a safe session.
Fingers crossed that the rain eases up. We'll have Ted out there watching the radar, I'm sure, and giving us an update when we get to quali.
Absolutely, there we go then. Yes, Ted with his Pirate Spyglass. We'll try and get some information on the radars. We're back on air, as we said, in about an hour's time, an hour's build-up ahead of...
Yeah, and now we're qualifying is going to start.
Yesterday it was like ice as the drivers...
Yeah, it was like ice. Guaranteed. Yeah, totally agree with that. It was just like ice.
We're back in the hour. See you then.
Sky Sports.
Yeah, that's the end of the practice 3. So I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, that's a wrap up of practice 3. I'll be back in a minute. Not sure if qualifying's going to be on like about an hour. Not sure it's going to go on because they might they're thinking about calling it off. Track levels are really low. The track grip, they can't go full throttle. Even heavy rain makes it worse. But yeah, that's a wrap up. I'll be back in a minute with another prediction video. It's going to be a stream, watch along, so look out for that. See you later, guys. Total Hammer. Bye.